All right, Schlockmeisters fans, we're going to watch something here called Blood Rage. Not the Thanksgiving one, an earlier Blood Rage. One word, let's check it out.
Come on, Bev, cut it out.
I had a hard day at work. I could say something to that, but I won't.
Good. Your wisecracks are not what I paid you for.
Oh, that reminds me, you were short $10 last week. I need it now.
I told you that I'd...
Well, when that John leaves, another man comes. This guy's a cop.
You still kiss better than anyone I ever had. That's the part I'm really going to miss. I suppose even a hooker can be romantic sometimes.
After the cop leaves, a third guy shows up. I believe this guy's name is Ryan.
Does he come here often?
Don't be so tense. Just relax and we'll have a good time.
No, you're fine.
You like this? I thought this is what you
Only
wanted.
Ryan gets a little aggressive with that.
No!
And he ends up killing her. As Beverly slumps over dead,
You should have
he
seen
takes it
the look
upon
on
himself
her
to clean
face.
all the
It was
broken
her
glass and the
favorite.
blood.
And then she says to me,
Then we get some narration from him.
I had been walking by there a long time. I've always wanted to see her. So I did.
So, Ryan leaves town and goes to New York City. Guy looks like one of the Bee Gees there, Robin. Gets himself a little apartment.
Fucking cake. And we've got something here called procedure. We've got another little something here called authority.
My request for vacation leave.
Denied. Ryan?
And he quits.
Ryan!
So I think I had my
There
characters
was something
backwards.
about
John
the way she
Ryan
left
is
the
the
place
cop.
that just didn't make any sense.
Richie is the killer.
The closet was full of clothes. The window was broken out and the glass was cleaned up. It was like something had happened there, and then somebody came back and cleaned the place up. So I went there every day for a week, and I waited.
all right, what happened next?
Lawrence
Not a
Tierney.
goddamn thing, nothing.
Meanwhile, our killer Richie has picked up another prostitute. He now has a thirst for killing hookers. After almost drowning her in the bathtub, he makes her sit at the piano and play. Natural progression.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But her organ skills are not good enough to keep her alive. So Richard likes to spy on the lady across the way, across the alleyway, and but then he starts seeing visions of his mother.
Richard? What are you doing in there? I thought you went in there to get me a drink. Oh my God, I kidnapped another air?
At one point, Richard does get some action, though. She's about to get fully naked, but I can't show you that. Later on, back to watching The Neighbor again.
You know what I said? I could grow up talking.
And then he gets yelled
As
at.
far as I know. What do? You watch the hooker over there? You cruise the streets? You have no vice. What? You must have something, Richie. Tell me! Tell me, because I got something for everybody. Here, take one of these. Get turned on. Come
Come on, Richie, don't be such a party pooper. Why don't you try to get stoned?
And now this story of gruesome discovery in Gulver, Indiana. A group of school children came upon the horribly mutilated body of a young woman, Beverly Stevens, a resident who alleged to have been a part-time prostitute. The condition
that you liked. Brian continues his investigation.
With blue eyes, with this big, sort of spaced out with the guy.
Yeah, I know him. I know a real crazy looking dude. Yeah, he's the dude that lives with Candy, the dope pusher, the chick with the dog.
Richie kills again.
I'll meet you there.
It's hard to recognize Lawrence Tierney
by
with
the
the hair,
way,
but
If you should run into this kid, don't rough him up too much.
the voice is a mistake.
It's not so it shows. Understand me? See you later.
Seems like Ryan's closing in.
Listen, maybe you get off by watching people in windows, but I got a lot of things I want to do, so why don't you just get the hell out of here?
How long you been standing there in that window?
Jesus, can I pick him? Can I really pick him? Why don't you just get the hell out of here? Just... Yeah, they're gonna chop you in little pieces. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Huh? Come on. Yeah.
Put that down.
Come on. Sicko.
She ends up cutting him a few times before Ryan shows up to stop her. Ryan's got a plan too. A very abrupt one. That's our film. All right, let's talk about 1980's Blood Rage. Not to be confused with the other Blood Rage, which came out in 1983, I think. The Thanksgiving one with the twins. No, this is an earlier one. It also went by the name Never Pick Up a Stranger. Now, that's how I remember seeing a trailer for it. Excuse my voice, a little hoarse today, but Never Pick Up a Stranger is a trailer I found at the end of another tape, and I recorded that trailer, and I never actually found the movie, never saw it, but I just found out recently that movie also went by the title Blood Rage. I've actually heard of the title Blood Rage before, I just never saw it before, never tracked it down. It's not available on DVD or Blu-ray. This is a VHS rip with some homemade box art here. It's about a guy named Richie, who kills this prostitute. He kept walking by her house and seeing her and got intrigued, stopped in one day and killed her. This prostitute was also seeing this cop named John Ryan, so he starts to investigate her disappearance, and later he finds out that she's dead. Meanwhile, Richard moves to the big city. I think he was in Indiana, but then he moved to New York City, and while he was there, he just became a psycho killer. He had this penchant for killing hookers. He started tracking them down and killing them, and he doesn't kill a ton of them. In fact, the first kill that he makes, the one with the woman who was sleeping with the cop as well, that's probably the most goriest, the bloodiest one. The rest of them are just very brief. He kills maybe, 2 more, 3 more? I'm not sure. But ultimately, the cop, Ryan, tracks him down and learns where he lives. He's living with this other woman, and he bursts in there, and this other woman realized kind of at that point that she was in danger, so she went after Richard with a knife of her own and started slicing him and cutting him, and he was like running away in defense of himself, and then a couple of neighbors grabbed him, and they were holding him down. Then the cop finally shows up and basically rescues him, but then at this point, Ryan, the cop, realizes that this is the guy that killed his girlfriend, the prostitute Beverly, in the opening scene, and then abruptly just tosses him out a window. And then our movie literally fades to black and ends. Credits roll. So yeah, I saw a review on IMDb. I think somebody said, you know what, it's only 80 minutes long, but it's a long 80 minutes. And the last 10 seconds are hilarious, but I don't know if I want to ever sit through the first 79 minutes and 50 seconds again just to get to that punchline. But I did laugh a lot. And it was funny the way it abruptly occurs like that. You're not expecting all of a sudden, boom, out the window, Richie goes, and that's our film. So there you go. Blood Rage, a cast of like nobody. There's some nude scenes, some full frontal nude scenes actually in this movie, but actresses you didn't recognize. The quality of this film, or at least this copy I saw, was not great. Obviously, like I said, it was a VHS rip. Who knows where it even came from to begin with. Will this thing ever see the light of day with a legit DVD Blu-ray? Who the hell knows? But if they do, I'll be buying one because this is a rarity here, 1980s Blood Rage. But, you know, it's okay for what it is. It checks the boxes for an exploitation film, and that's all I'm looking for, right? So there you go. I'm happy to have this in my collection. Blood Rage. So there you go. Check it out. Leave some comments. I bet a lot of people haven't seen this movie. I couldn't even find the trailer, not even under the title Never Pick Up a Stranger. There's very, very, very little information about this movie out there. I think I did find one other YouTube video movie review like mine is here. So check out that one. Check out this one. Leave some comments. It's Blood Rage. Watch it. Bye. Good luck watching it.